Welcome to the Weekly Spark from Ignite Youth Group out of Eastgate Baptist Church, where we try to keep Christianity on fire in a world that tries to snuff it out.
Hey girls, I am so excited about our weekly Spark for our Ignite Teen Ministry. I am so excited every week to share a little devotional for you. I want to talk about emotions as we start our weekly devotionals. And today I want to talk about anger. The Bible has so much to say about everything that we struggle with in life. And so today, let's talk about different verses in the Bible that talk about anger and how we can handle having an angry attitude or manage our anger when we get angry. So a couple of Bible characters that were angry are Moses. He got angry because the children of Israel were driving him crazy. They were complaining and they were critical. And he got angry, we know, and he struck the rock, right? And water came out. And God was not pleased with how Moses handled his anger. Saul got angry and he tried to kill David because David was going to be God's choice for the next king, right? And so our anger can be really destructive when we don't manage our anger correctly. We can have physiological signs and symptoms of being angry. We can have increased blood pressure, increased heart rate, tingling sensation, muscle tension. Anger can be really bad for our body if we hold on to anger long term and we don't manage our anger correctly. The Bible talks a lot about being angry and allowing our anger to cause us to sin. The Bible says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." So we know, let not the sun go down. That has the idea that we are not to hold on to our anger and let it fester and cause bitterness and just let it go managed and untaken care of. Every day we should be taking care of the situations that have caused us to be angry. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute, how to take care of that. The Bible also says, "Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil." We know that when we are angry, we have the potential to do evil. Just like Saul tried to kill David, right? He didn't succeed, but his heart was evil because it was so filled with anger. We know in Proverbs that angry friends are really a bad influence. The Bible says, "Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go." And another verse in Proverbs says, "An angry man stirreth up strife." They cause problems, people who are angry. "And a furious man aboundeth in transgression." They are going to stir up so much sin. They abound in transgression. So don't be close friends with people who are angry. And if you're angry, deal with your anger. Take the things that we're going to talk about and use that, because nobody wants to be around somebody who is angry. They really don't want to be around an angry person, and you cause so much strife and trouble when you're angry and you don't manage your anger. The Bible says in Ephesians 4, I feel like this is the most helpful formula for being angry. It says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil." Don't set a place for the devil in your heart. Don't give him a spot by letting your anger turn into sin. The Bible says, "Let all bitterness, unforgiveness, wrath," where you're very angry and you're using your anger to sin, and anger and clamor and evil speaking. A lot of times our anger comes out in our words. "Be put away from you with all malice." And instead, the Bible says, "Be ye kind one to another." Be tenderhearted, right? Tenderhearted means compassionate. The Greek word insinuates compassion. Forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. God has forgiven us, and so we need to forgive others and not be angry. We need to be compassionate and let go of our anger and be kind and not be angry. I want to encourage you with 3 things when you get angry. First, pray and ask God to help you with the situation. Help you manage whatever it is. God promised to gives us strength and wisdom. He promises those things to us. And so God will help us with our anger, with something ugly somebody said to us, or a situation that we're struggling with that makes us angry. God has promised to help us. I want you, when you're angry, the second thing I want you to do is to do what is right. Don't do evil when you get angry. My mom always would tell us kids, you're not responsible for their actions, only your reaction to it. And I remember hearing that all the time. Whoever throws the second punch always gets in trouble, right? So instead, do what is right. And then third, if you're able, remove yourself from the situation. Often, if you can remove yourself from the situation, you are not as angry, or you are not even angry when you go back into the situation to fix a problem, to speak to somebody, to work something out. Remove yourself from the situation. Allow yourself time to pull yourself together and think. If you're not able to remove yourself from the situation, say you're in a car or something, you're fighting with your friends or your brother or whatever, move on from the situation. Get rid of the heat in the situation by moving on. I want to encourage you last with this passage, Romans 12:19-21. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place to wrath. And this is how you do it. For it is written, vengeance is mine, vengeance is God's. I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. These verses remind us that when we give our anger and our situation to God, we can be overcome with good. We don't have to be controlled by our anger. We don't have to be controlled by evil, and the evil that comes with when we use our anger to treat other people poorly or retaliate. Instead, we can be overcome with good. And what is good? Good is peace and love and joy, right? And I know every one of us desires that. So I encourage you, pray and ask God to help you, do what's right, and remove yourself from the situation. I hope you have a great week. Love you, girls.